And we're all set. Ready. Set. 16.50 for the last. Racing. Lautrec on the inside was away nicely. Dad's Big Headed also. Moncon is showing speed. Cheerful Moment is sliding across with Far Too Strong. Pace looks pretty good early on. Queen ALINA settles about 4 back along the inside, 6 off the leader. And then came Shadow Girl, followed by Tuscan Holiday, Bandolier Miss and Rare Encounter. Well back is Jarman. Soviet Spy is back about third last at the moment with Private Scene on the inside of Nero King. 1,100 metres left to go. And taking it up is Cheerful Moment. Cheerful Moment leads the way by 1. Far Too Strong is second. Moncon is down on the inside from Lautrec, and then Dad's Big Headed Queen ALINA. Shadow Girl, Tuscan Holiday, Bandolier Miss outside, Rare Encounter. And the last 4 are Jarman, Private Scene, Soviet Spy to the outside, and Nero King back in the centre. Running down with 800 metres left to go. Cheerful Moment from the start leads Far Too Strong. Moncon, Lautrec, Dad's Big Headed travelled up pretty well into about 6th place. Queen ALINA is back on the inside, and then Shadow Girl, Tuscan Holiday, Bandolier Miss being niggled at before the turn. Rare Encounter travels well, but nowhere to go, and 10 off the lead from Jarman, Soviet Spy. Nero King's under pressure at the back, and Private Scene coming around the home turn. Dad's Big Headed makes the move out wide on the track as they straighten up in the straight. Cheerful Moment, Far Too Strong. Dad's Big Headed is putting in down the outside. No run for Moncon. Queen ALINA is starting to burst through now in the centre. Dad's Big Headed, Queen ALINA, Bandolier Miss is sweeping down the outside. Queen ALINA just in front though, pulling clear from Dad's Big Headed and Bandolier Miss and Nero King and Rare Encounter, but Queen ALINA opens up a very promising stayer, and Queen ALINA races home to win it well from Dad's Big Headed. Rare Encounter on the inside, might have snatched third. Bandolier Miss is out very wide with an angle advantage, and then came Nero King, further back Moncon, and then Jarman. Well back was Soviet Spy. They were followed by Private Scene. Lautrec, Cheerful Moment dropped out. Shadow Girl, Far Too Strong, and it was back towards a tail. Nero King in fact was last. It was Tuscan Holiday in the similar colours picking up ground into the top 5 there. But Queen ALINA number 10, a very good performance at 290 and 150 for Chris Parnham. Beats Dad's Big Headed, who loomed very strongly and always travelled well, but Queen ALINA got the run through in the middle, has burst on the scene and raced home to win comfortably. Number 10 is Queen ALINA. Beats 3. Now for third we got Rare Encounter. Maybe Bandolier Miss was on the outside. There's not much between them. And then behind them was Tuscan Holiday, who are mixed up with Nero King over the final stages. Nero King finished at the back, was under pressure on the corner. Tuscan Holiday got a soft run midfield and ran home pretty well. So after the running of race number 8, that was a top performance by Queen ALINA. And she really is on the way up. Don't be surprised if this time next year you're looking at a Perth Cup prospect. She's just got that feel about it. 1 3/4 by 1. 37.24 the final 600. 1:41.27. 1:41.27. 10-3, 11 and 14. 10-3, 11 and 14. Okay, we'll head downstairs now. Really interested to hear, Brittany, the comments from the Pearce camp in relation to where they're heading with this horse.
Well, Richie, Dan Pearce we spoke to earlier, and we've got him again here now. But Dan, you were very confident when we spoke earlier that she'd be awfully hard to beat, despite being a little while between runs. What gave you so much confidence?
Oh, she's a nice horse, and she all but won on opening day at Ascot, and yeah, look, dropping back in class out of that race. Yeah, she's a nice horse, and yeah, hopefully going places. When
you say going places, what is the plan for her going forward?
No plan really, just work through her grades and try and yeah, I think she'll step out in distance. So so yeah, if we can yeah, obviously with the time between runs, we're stuck to the 16, but yeah, the plan will be to step her out.
Everything that you see show that she can be a really nice stayer of the future?
I think so, yeah. No, she's a nice horse, and yeah, like I say, hopefully going places.
Congratulations on the double.
Thank you.
There is Dan Pearce after the win of Queen ALINA. He gave the punters a good push into this horse earlier on today, and she returns in fine order for the Linwood Park team, wearing those colours. And no worries with the 43 days between runs. She had that little setback after that opening day run, but clearly they've done a good job to keep the work up to her. That was at 1,800 metres that day, obviously just over the 1,650 today, which was a nice kick-off point for her, Scott, given she did have that space between runs, but you would imagine that further is going to suit her.
Exactly right, and they did scratch her twice in that period as well after that opening day. They nominated, accepted twice, scratched twice, so they clearly had to work through a couple of little niggling issues with her, but it's great to see her back in the winner's circle because she is definitely progressive, there's no doubt about that. Now a winner of a maiden and a Class 1, and at 1,650 here in a Bunbury race at Belmont Park. Chris Parnham picked up the ride today with Joey as a party suspended. Chris, first impressions of Queen ALINA?
Yeah, quite an impressive horse. Sort of actually travelled quite nice today, and you know, the replays seemed to have got off the bridle a little bit, but with the fast speed, she was able to keep up, which was pleasantly surprising.
Listening to Dan, it sounds as though the further the better for her as well.
Yeah, ran right through the line today, so she's probably a sort of horse that'll get out to 2,000.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks, Scott.
There is Chris Parnham, rounds out the day with a victory on Queen ALINA for the Pierce brothers, and that is the end of our coverage here today from Belmont, the Bunbury meeting at Belmont. It's been lovely to bring you the coverage here from a metropolitan area this afternoon on a Sunday, and we'll be doing the barrier draw live from Crown Perth on Tuesday.
And then back at Ascot Wednesday.
Cannot wait for it as we build up to day 3 of the Pinnacles. Thanks for your company tonight. Hopefully you've managed to back a couple winners.